What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. Today is an exciting video. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite purchases from Amazon in 2023 thus far, because I feel like we're rolling in to the holiday season. You might need some gift ideas, and these are going to be Kate's recommendations for such occasions, okay? I have 20 items we're going to be discussing, and it's going to cover 6 different categories of Amazon finds. I also took the time to pull all of my favorite baby and toddler items for baby gear, baby toys, baby books, all the baby things, baby prep, all that good stuff. I have that. I was going to do it as a whole video, but I realized this would be 45 years long. You guys have better things to do with your time. You know, your time is valuable, and I'm not about to take up too much of it. So I have that separated, and I'll probably do that within a couple weeks. Unless you need it sooner, you let me know in the comments. If you're like, Kate, I'm dying to hear about that baby gear, then just leave me a comment and I'll bump you up on the list, okay? But anyways, today we're gonna cover tech / like organization, we'll call it, cleaning, kitchen appliances, tools, coffee items. I have 2 coffee items. Super random, but I have a couple items for the RV. So if you happen to have an RV or a camper or anything like that, there are a few items that make our lives a little bit easier. And then also women's fashion. And I will say, for women's fashion, I generally do not like things that come from Amazon, but the items that I'm going to talk about, I loved. If you're new here, welcome. How are you? How's the family? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving me a chance today. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 kids. I have a 21-month-old and twin 10-month-olds. Over here, I generally do a lot of haul videos. I talk a little bit about cooking. I sprinkle in a little Disney, some book content, but mostly over here, I just want to keep it real, keep it raw. So you're not going to be seeing me, you know, in any state of perfection. If you like a state of chaos and mayhem, this is the channel for you. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe before you leave. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. Starting out with, we'll call it tech and organization. One of my favorite purchases this year was the Kindle Oasis. Let's talk about it. First of all, I am a book lover. I love reading books, but for the longest time, I was a snob about only reading physical books. Either I needed to go to a library and check out a physical book, or I wanted to purchase a paperback at a bookshop. But enter children, okay? They like to rip things, and it's also very difficult when you're in the middle of like nursing or holding a baby to be able to flip pages in a physical book. So I had to adapt. I had to start using I started out with my iPad, and I downloaded the Kindle app on my iPad, and I started reading on there. Then I dropped said iPad in a bathtub. Yeah, it was a sad day. So then I didn't want and didn't feel like I deserved to purchase another iPad because it was quite expensive. It was, of course, could it have been like I had 2 iPads. One was an iPad Pro, one was a regular iPad from 1971. Was it the regular iPad that I dropped in the bathtub? No, it was the iPad Pro, okay? I felt like I didn't deserve another one. I can't be trusted. I can't have nice things. I decided to get myself a Kindle Paperwhite, and then my best friend remembered she had purchased one on sale, so she sent me hers and I Venmo'd her. After using that for a while, coming from the iPad, the Paperwhite is incredibly slow. So if you've gone from like, you've been reading on your phone on the Kindle app and you want to switch over, I would probably not recommend going with the Paperwhite. I would take some time and save up for the Kindle Oasis. It is so much faster. The battery life is less because it's, I'm guessing, more powerful. But the best part about the Kindle Oasis is it has page turners. So there's little buttons so you can press it and then it'll take you to the next page. I know that sounds so stupid, but when you're trying to like fly through books, man, it makes life so easy. So I love my Kindle Oasis. This isn't really tech, but I just had to share this one. I got a really adorable sticker on Amazon, and it says, "When I die, delete my Kindle history." Because I read a lot of spicy romance, okay? But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ashamed of it, but I just thought that was a funny sticker. The next thing I bought was a 15-inch Echo Show. I didn't even know these things existed, but basically it's an Alexa that goes on the wall, and it's like a miniature little TV, and you can mount it on the wall or you can put it on a counter. and I'm obsessed with this thing. We already had an Echo Show, like the standard, I think they're like 8-inch ones that just sit on the counter. But this one is like a TV, and it also has like a calendar built in. You can put reminders. So we basically use it as like our family command center, and it's right in our kitchen. And I just am obsessed with it. You can walk up to it and ask them how do you air fry baked potatoes? How long do I cook this? It's just the best. So that's another thing that I loved this year. And then for more of a, because I'm still like the type that I like to physically write down lists, as convenient as it is to have a robot on your wall that you can ask to remind you about things. I'm still like the type when I have a lot in my brain and I need to like dump it out, I generally like to physically write it. I've done it on my phone before. I have the Google Keep app and I love it, but I am a pen and paper type of gal. So I purchased the most perfect little planner on Amazon, and I think it was like under $20, and it's literally just undated pages. So if you forget for a few days, it does not matter. You can date it as you go, and then it's basically like a little bullet list of things that you need to get done. There's 3 at the top that can be like your priority items, so I try and write in the ones that I have to get done, and then anything else that's on the page that needs to get done, I list there, and then you can work off of that for a couple days if you want to, because the date does not change. You know what I mean? So like, just go at it. There's also a few other spots on there, like if you want to do meal planning, track your water, write down, I think, fitness. I'm obsessed with it because it's just simple, easy to use, all that good stuff. Okay, next up, in case you didn't know this about me, I love to clean. So I don't know what it is. I really love to clean. It's like a mental thing for me. I get excited when John gets home for the day because he goes and cruises with the kids and I go cook and clean. It's something that I love to do. It's not something that's like an obligation to me. So for cleaning, let's talk about a few things that I ordered from Amazon this year that I'm obsessed with. Number 1, could quite possibly be my favorite purchase of the year. I think I said that the Kindle was my favorite. So this is probably going to happen every category. Just accept me for who I am. But quite possibly in the running for top purchase of the year was a glass rinser that you attach to your sink. Okay, so I got that. We installed it where normally there's like a soap dispenser on the sink. John installed it in there. It taps directly into the hot water line in the sink, and we just can wash bottles like you wouldn't believe. When you have 3 kids under the age of 2, you've got sippy cups and you've got bottles that are every 3 hours coming at you, every 3 to 4 hours coming at you. However, even if you don't have babies, if you have any form of person that consumes a lot of drinks throughout the day, you're probably going to love a rinser. I can't even begin to describe how amazing it is. It's basically like those ones that they have at bars and like at coffee shops where you can just rinse the cup real quick. And then, you know, most of the items were thrown directly in the dishwasher after, but we wouldn't even have to do that because you can squirt a little bit of soap in there, rinse it, let the hot water hit it, and then you're good to go. It's amazing. Next up, and this is going to be like the stupidest thing ever, and you're going to be like, Kate, you really took the time to talk about this. Carpet refresher powder. I found one. It's from Aunt Fanny's. It smells like heaven. There's 2 different scents. There's a lemon and there's a lavender. I love them both. I might like lemon a little bit more only because it just gives you that like zesty, clean smell. I've used a lot of carpet refreshers in the past. To me, this is the one that is the strongest, the scent lasts the longest, and it's friendly to kids and pets, which was super important to me. It is a little bit on the pricey side. But for me, it's like I only use it like once a week for like a good vacuum. It's not like my daily vacuum routine, but like once a week when you move all of the stuff and really get in there, the carpet refresher is amazing and makes the whole house smell so good. Next up, I have to talk about this thing. I found a flame diffuser. So it looks like a flame when the diffuser is running. My favorite combo, if anybody cares, is like a citrus and a peppermint combo, maybe a couple drops of lavender. It just makes the whole house smell so clean and so fresh. Candles had started giving me headaches. I'm not being dramatic. I used to be obsessed with the Bath and Body Works candles until I started realizing that every time I burned a candle, I would get a headache. It was bizarre. So I had to stop using the Bath and Body Works candles and I switched over to a diffuser. And honestly, I love it so much because if you're the type like me where like your mood dictates what you want to smell, I love the diffuser because you can swap out different scents every single day. Next up, we're going to be talking some kitchen items. The first one is going to be so silly, but it makes my life so much easier in a bunch of ways. So it's a little dash waffle it's like a pancake griddle, I think is what it's actually officially for. It's just like a teeny tiny flat little thing. What we use it for is I scramble up some eggs and I make little patties right inside the griddle, and I do like eggs, spinach, a little bit of cheese, and bell pepper, onion, whatever, and I make myself a little patty. That way we can make breakfast sandwiches, or I can kind of slice it into strips for Oliver. It's been like a game changer. It also made me want to buy more of those. So I ended up going through Target, because on Amazon it was quite pricey, through Target to get like a ghost one and like a pumpkin one. Then I saw that Costco has a like 7-piece set. The little plates can actually swap out and they've got like a little storage box. So I'm determined to find that. Next, one of the things that I bought, and I've been wanting this for a couple years and I just kept talking myself out of it, and then I finally bought it. It's an electric can opener. So it sits on top of the can opener. It does not plug into the wall, and it hooks onto the can and then just takes the can off, takes the top of the can off. It's amazing. I don't know why it took me so long to buy it. It's just so much easier to deal with. Next, I have to talk about, I got this veggie tray, and I've showed it a couple times, so I'm not going to talk like major about it, but it's like a 4-piece veggie tray that you can take out the little cups that are inside it, and you could put ice inside, or you can use all 4 cups. For me personally, I use it for meal prep. It's so easy because once I wash all my vegetables, I can throw like the strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and cucumbers or whatever in this little tray and then keep it in the fridge. And then as we need stuff, I can just grab from that, and it is just so simple. The next thing that I grabbed is a vegetable chopper. I'm obsessed with this thing. You guys have probably also seen it in a couple of my videos, so I won't talk your ear off about it. But it is so nice when you're like dicing onion, bell pepper, and stuff like that. If you're making like a big batch of chili or whatever it is you're cooking, it is so easy to be able to just dice up those onions and go. Also, if you were making like homemade salsa or something, that thing would be literally a game changer. So that is one of my top recommendations for kitchen items for this year. Next, we're going to be moving into the coffee department. I have 2 things to talk about for coffee. Me personally, I'm an iced coffee type of girl. If it's 15 degrees outside, I still want iced coffee. We have an Nespresso machine at home, and I actually have a video where I did like a Nespresso haul and I talk about Nespresso. So be sure to check that video out. But these 2 items, game changer. 1, it's called a hyper chiller. Basically what it is you brew or pour your coffee directly into the hyper chiller, your hot coffee. You swirl it around for like 60 seconds, and then it takes that coffee down to a cool level. That way when you add ice to it, it doesn't immediately melt the ice. It's amazing. I am obsessed with it. It's so great. Now, the next thing that I was having an issue with is when I go to make my iced coffees, all of the syrup would like sink down to the bottom of the coffee cup. So it's like you get a shot of like super sweet, and then the rest of the coffee is just coffee. So it was like, whoa, hi, how are ya? You know what I mean? So I bought myself a martini shaker. Actually, technically John bought it for me for my birthday, but I told him I wanted it. It's the best. I got a martini shaker. It's adorable. It's black, it's leopard, but they had a bunch of different colors. They even had like a rainbow ombre one that was really pretty. I put the coffee in from the hyper chiller, a couple ice cubes, all of the syrups and sauces that I want, and then a little bit of milk, and then I shake the crap out of the espresso like it's a martini or a Polaroid picture. You know what I mean? And then I pour it over a cup of ice, and then I have iced coffee to take 2 sips of, forget about, and then find it 6 hours later. You know what I mean? So that's coffee. The RV section, I have a feeling this is like super boring, but I am like, the geek in me is like so excited about a couple of these items, so I'm just going to breeze through them real quick. The first thing is, when you're doing the not so fun parts of an RV, you don't want to be touching the output, if you get what I'm saying, you know, because there's a bathroom in our RV. And so my husband is a amazing man who does not make me touch it. But we set up a beautiful little station, which I'll include a picture, that includes gloves and hand sanitizer. So on Amazon, I bought a hand sanitizer dispenser, and then we also bought like an acrylic box to take gloves out of. It ends up working out so nice for him to be able to keep it as sanitary as possible when handling that portion. And John, if you're watching this, thank you for taking care of that for me. I appreciate you. The next thing that John is obsessed with, and I'm not gonna lie, it makes life way easier. He bought these like stick-on motion detector lights, and he put them all throughout the RV. So as soon as we open our pantry or open any of the cabinet, there's a light in there that'll turn on. And then last but not least, for the RV, we bought like a travel storage shelf system to put inside our closet in the RV. I think it was like 11.8 by 11.8 or something. So it fits in a nice small closet. It's got shelves, and then at the bottom, it's got a drawer. So it's got like a zipper on a drawer basically. So you can kind of organize it like shirts, shorts, whatever. And then in the bottom, you could do like socks and underwear so they're not falling all over the place. What's nice with it too is it's very compact. So if you wanted to, you could bring that home at the end of your trip, do your laundry, and then before you go to another trip, you could load it back up and take it with you. It's just very, very convenient. Okay, and we're rolling right into the last section, which should be pretty quick. And this is the women's fashion section. And I just have a few finds to talk to you about. The first one might be my favorite fashion find that I've ever gotten off of Amazon. And it's like this beautiful mauve colored Dalmatian print skirt. I'm obviously a plus size girl. I just felt very whimsical, very fun in it. It didn't feel uncomfortable. I felt like it looked very flattering on me. I ended up pairing it with a like olive green colored top, which I thought was really cute, but you could also do like a white top with like a denim jacket over it if it's cooler where you are. I feel like it can be dressed up or dressed down. Like if you wanted to wear it with a couple Converse sneakers, that would look adorable. Or if you wanted to wear it with like wedges, it would look really cute. I just feel like it's a really versatile skirt. The next thing that I bought was a super cute dress that I got for when we went to the Ohana restaurant at Disney for dinner. So I wanted to do kind of like a tropical vibe. This dress just felt so flattering. And that's my problem a lot of times with Amazon fashion is I feel like when it comes to the plus sizes, they're taking like a small dress and just making it larger, but not really thinking about the shape of somebody's body. And it's not always flattering. For this dress, I just felt like it was really flattering. It was breezy. It was cool. It was just adorable. So I would definitely recommend that one. And then last but not least, this was so much fun. So one of my friends actually is a photographer, and she also is like a consultant for small business coaching. And so she wants to kind of dip into content creators, which I think is really cool. And so she offered for me to kind of be a model for her, which I honestly think she was doing more for my benefit rather than hers, which was really sweet of her. It was actually the day before my birthday, and I decided just to have fun with it. Like, you know, my thing is like life is so short. I spend most of my time in like athleisure. So if I'm gonna like dress up for something, why not have fun with it? So I got myself a pink tutu skirt. Okay. I wore like a plain black top, and then I actually had 3 different pullovers for it. So I had like a black and white one that I had from Torrid, and then I had gotten something on Amazon like 2 years ago. It was just like a breezy, simple leopard print, kimono type style. And then last one, I probably will sneak like an extra one down below. It was a really cute denim jacket that I got off of Amazon. Jessica O'Donoghue had actually posted it over on Instagram in a purple color that was adorable. I ended up getting a 2XL, and it was like perfect. The sizing was perfect. It was still oversized on me. I had paired it with a couple turquoise like knockoffs of Converse, also purchased on Amazon, and I'll sneak that in there too. And I felt so confident going out and doing it. And I realized that like people need to do that more. You know, people need to go and have like a solo photo shoot. No matter what season of life you're in, go out and have a solo photo shoot. Even if you set up a tripod and just get some pictures of yourself with your phone, maybe you have a friend that's also wanting to test out photography, or maybe you start setting aside a little bit of money for every year on your birthday, you go do a solo photo shoot. Like life is short. We should have fun with it. You know what I mean? So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find something that maybe you want to buy for yourself as a present or a good gift for somebody else this upcoming holiday season. Everything will be linked down below. And I do want to let you know that if you use any of those links, they are affiliate links, which means I do get a small commission if you use that link, and it means the world to me. It helps support me as a person, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you what you were looking for when you clicked on it, and have a magical day. Bye.